If you don't know what sports you like, that's the place to go and check it out. And don't worry, BBC London will be there if you can't.
Lovely. Sarah, thank you. Next, do you know how many stations there are on the tube? Well, I can tell you. The answer is 260. But what you might not know is that around 21 have been mothballed. Until now, that is. Because there are plans to bring some of them back into public use, turning them into museums, conference spaces, and even a private members club. Warren Nettleford went underground to have a look.
We walk past them every day. Disused stations on the underground, and often we don't give them a second thought. That, though, could all be about to change.
This is our flagship site. It's owned by the Ministry of Defence. The location is absolutely perfect for what we want to use it for.
Ajit Chambers is hoping to transform this and many other old stations on the network into tourist destinations.
Brompton Road Station is our flagship. So a roof garden restaurant, a tourist attraction where we're standing at the moment, and using the deep drop shafts as climbing walls.
The station closed to passengers in the 30s and was then taken over by the Ministry of Defence, who still own the site. And there's certainly a lot to see, reminders of its military past.
Come and have a look at this. Be careful. This is where the platform was. Okay. It's been taken out at the moment, but during the war there were screenings going on there, so you can imagine the metal chairs, etc.
Mr. Churchill is pleased with the Home Guard and says so.
During the Second World War, Winston Churchill used the Brompton Road Station as a secret command centre, and there were other special guests.
This is the room that Rudolf Hess was brought to after flying into Scotland. He was brought down into this room and debriefed right here. So you can see the old lamps, etc. And imagine the history and the historic meetings that went on in here.
70 years ago, this station was a central part of the war effort, and the evidence is still in remarkable condition.
If you look just behind me over here, you can see a map of the southern area of London, and the anti-aircraft command centre used to be in this room. You can see the areas that they had command over.
But unfortunately, the 1930s prices haven't been preserved, and visiting could be expensive.
The visit down to Brompton Road will be comparable to the London Eye, Madame Tussauds, that sort of price range.
The developers are hoping to have confirmation of their plans in the next few weeks. Warren Nettleford, BBC London News.
Fascinating stuff. Time for a look at the weather with Pisa, which has calmed down